Alright, this is my 1967 Sunbeam Alpine, and under the hood I made some changes. I no longer have the remotely mounted brake booster, so I don't have power brakes. I just got manual brakes there, foot pressure. And I no longer have the slave cylinder for a hydraulic clutch. Instead, I just made my own Z-bar setup, and that comes off right here and goes down to right here. This linkage here, and there's a Z-bar set up there to manually operate the clutch. I don't have the original dual downdraft carburetors. Instead, I've got a Holley 350 CFM, and that takes the same parts as most Holley 600s and most Holley 750s, so that's easy to get parts for. Also easy to get parts for is this GM alternator. It's a standard Chevy 2-wire alternator that's got an internal voltage regulator, so I don't have to worry about the stock Alpine voltage regulators there, the stock Alpine alternator. Just running that GM alternator real easy. Just bolt that on there, and a little bit of a modification done to the body of the alternator, and then I just fabricated an arm there to set the tension, and then 2 wires to hook it up. So that was a real easy hookup right there. So I got the alternator, I got the carburetor, and then right here I've got a Oldsmobile 455 HEI, and that was a little bit tricky, because that's a V8 distributor, but I'm only running half of the terminals on it. And I took it apart, and on the internals I went ahead and just ground those down, so the magnetic pickup's only looking to discharge spark in 4 places and not 8. So it's not trying to shoot spark to 8 different plugs. It's only shooting spark to 4 plugs, so I don't have any stray voltage that could crossfire up inside there, and a friend of mine recommended that, so thanks, Mike. And again, where I chopped the terminals off, I just put some RTV in there to fill that. But yeah, that's a big block Oldsmobile HEI. If you're going to put an HEI in an Alpine, you got to make sure it's an HEI off a GM engine that spins its rotor counterclockwise. Alpine spins the rotor and the distributor counterclockwise, so you can't put a Chevy HEI distributor in an Alpine, because Chevy spins its rotor clockwise, and that's not going to work. Your centrifugal advance and your vacuum advance, they aren't going to work for you. But that Oldsmobile HEI, it works. Centrifugal advance is good, and vacuum advance is good. And I've got my initial timing set at 10 degrees. So it seems to run okay. I think that's it. It's not the original 1725 engine, it's a 1600. Until I can get my 1725 rebuilt. That engine's seized up right now, but this engine runs just fine for the time being. Alright, so I'm going to mount this camera and we'll go for a ride. You want to run that down, Troy? Alright, hop in, we'll go for a ride. Be right back. job, obviously. Good to have a neighbor that's a tow truck driver. You got a bunch of old cars. Breaks down, I can call Gary, my neighbor. He's got that tow truck. But I'll tell you what, I got some good solid components on this car now. I don't have to worry about the hydraulic clutch letting me down anymore. I don't have to worry about the brake booster letting me down anymore. I don't have to worry about the alternator letting me down.
So that's it.